Monday Night Prime Time.
Well, Brock, the fans were out and shouting J-E-T-S Jets well before the gates opened here. And now they fill the stands of MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. All right, football fans, settle in because we got bragging rights on the line in this one. Kate Scott, Brock Huard here with you as we get set for a division rematch. Brock, one side seeking the sweep, and the other looking for some revenge after how that first showdown went.
What do they say about familiarity? Familiarity does what?
It breeds something, Brock. It breeds, contempt.
It breeds contempt. These teams don't like each other. They can fake it. They can say all the right things in the papers. They don't want any bulletin board material. But the fact is, you know your division foes better than anybody, and they know you. And that familiarity does bring a little extra heat into this matchup.
Officially beyond the halfway point now, eyes starting to shift to the playoff picture as this Week 10 game gets underway. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. And leading them out, someone who's still the pride of Wyoming University and Fireball, California. One of the league's best and biggest arms, Josh Allen.
We've seen a lot of big arms come and go in the NFL. Few translate that talent, though, into stardom, quite like Josh Allen. It's fun for me on the college football road when I ask these young quarterbacks who they idolize, who they look up to. And just about every big guy that can run says the same thing, Josh Allen, because that skill set is so tantalizing. A player who can rip off a highlight reel play with the pass, and just as easy with the down in just about any situation.
From the 33 on second down. Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Caught him across the line early there. That's an easy call for our officials.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage.
Still first down.
So they'll only need 5 now after that neutral zone infraction penalty. They'll run here following the penalty. And this one doesn't go far. Call it 2 yards that time. Now just a few to go on 2nd and 3. Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with the penalty.
Encroachment, defense.
So keep that 2nd and short play in your back pocket. The penalty goes ahead and gives them the first.
Automatic first down.
So after the penalty yardage marked off, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Gets this to Kincaid. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
On 1st down, Allen. He finds the rookie from Ohio State. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Motioning him from the slot right. To throw again, it's Allen. Coleman with the grab. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's good for a Bills first down. Running back sent in motion. Again, Allen to the air. He brings it in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills finish up an excellent opening series. Josh Allen, the touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Has this at the 6. This return makes it up to the 25. So now it's the Jets getting out on offense for their opening drive. And amidst the veterans, it's this rookie quarterback leading them out.
Kate, when I watch these rookie quarterbacks running out to open a game, I think of the old World Series great pitcher Cliff Lee. And he made a one-handed play in the World Series and was asked about it afterwards. They said, man, how do you have so much poise? You didn't even look nervous on that stage. And he said, sometimes you got to fake it till you make it. You got to tell yourself you'll be just fine. And these rookie QBs, that's part of the learning curve they're climbing.
No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Completed over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down. Hall takes it straight ahead. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. And that was B.J. Ojulari on the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They're going play action. This is on target to Xavier Gibson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 27 on the play. And it'll give the Jets a first down. Receiver in motion, going left. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
And he'll advance this down to the 38-yard line. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now they're staring at 4th and long. On for the field goal now. Here's Brandon McManus. This is a 55-yard look from the left hash. It's no good, and had the leg, but his aim wide right. And the deficit stays at 7.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
The Bills and Keon Coleman running out to the field. And he's in the midst of a phenomenal season. Right now you can see he's 2nd in the league in touchdown receptions. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Sauce Gardner with the INT. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Home or away way, Brock. It doesn't matter. That is exactly the type of play that's going to pop a crowd.
There's just a beauty in it. Playing the coverage well enough to be in a position for the pick, and then seeing a bunch of defenders almost in unison transition from defensive guy to offensive guy and not stopping until they hit pay dirt.
Brandon McManus on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jets tie this game 7-7. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Starting from the 5. Spin move, ball's out! And they steal it back on the return.
Just look at everyone flying down the field. But when they fly down the field, they got two things in mind, Kate. Number one, get the returner down. And number two, separate the ball if you can. It's rare that it happens, but it sure is exciting when it does.
That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it'll be second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Hall running between the tackles. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete.
This is an excellent job, Kate, right here by the defense to deny that big play and make them earn it offensively. If they want to reach the end zone, they're going to have to scrap and fight right through them.
The kick by Folk is good. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
So he makes up for his earlier miss in the game. He knocks that one right through. And it's important for him to move past that early miss, Kate, because you never know if he's going to be needed for a big moment when we get to the 4th.
Return starts at the 3. He stopped on the return at the 27. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick six. Need short memories here as they head back out. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Well, it looks like the defense jumps just before the snap there.
Encroachment defense.
So keep that 2nd and short play in your back pocket. So the penalty goes ahead and gives them the first.
Automatic first down.
1st and 10 from the 41. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Complete to Shakir. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. DJ Reed brings him down that time. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Left side into the hands of Shakir. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Motioning him from the slot right. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That is teaching tape for a linebacker. Read, react, and finish.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Quincy Williams making the tackle. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. That's the end of our first quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. Just a field goal separates these two. More from MetLife coming right up. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They'll need a big play to continue a nice drive. It's third and very long. The Jets get there and bring him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
Well, your internal clock right there, it has got to be tuned up a little bit. Plenty of time. In this league, if you get 3 seconds to throw the ball and it's not out of your hands, that responsibility falls on you as a QB. But give some credit to the defense, who was able to get home and get the sack.
The Jets offense now set to take over. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing now off play action. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. Looked like a bit of a concentration drop on that one. And that'll bring up 2nd down. It's a toss headed left with Hall. There's the power, now some speed. And he found some running room for a nice gain. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Trying to run for it with Hall. And he's brought down for a loss. On 4th down, they'll bring out Blake Gillikin to punt it away. Looking to return from the 29. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And we're getting a look at the leaders in passing touchdowns this season here, where you will find his name among the top 5 right now in the NFL. It's Allen out of the pistol. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to the air. Allen. That's complete to Coleman on the slant. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the first. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They send him left out of the slot. Allen on 3rd and short. Has him on the quick hitter. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain. Give him 3 on that gain. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
1st down, Bills.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Now it's Montez Sweat who took him down. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 46. Completes this one to Jahan Dotson. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he works this to the 38 before going down. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. New set of downs for him at the 38. Allen now on 1st down. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. 2nd and 3 now. They motion the slot man right. From the 31. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Bills 1st down.
Blitz coming here. Allen. Connection made to Coleman. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. gonna throw again. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal. To the air again, Allen. Rolling left, buying some time. And he's going to go down. Jets brought the pressure and got to him. And the pressure drives them backwards.
There's no question this group wanted to be aggressive in the red zone. Back-to-back passing plays, but an incompletion and now a sack means they've done nothing but go backwards. Time to find a little better protection and much, much better results. Well, it was bad enough that the previous run went backwards. You've got to have balance in this league. I mean, you really do. There's no chance offensively to find sustained success unless you present run and pass to a defense. And right now, this defense is owning your run game.
Bertolet able to knock it through. And we're all tied up now in the first half. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
They go play action here. Into the hands of Conklin. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Tackled on the play by Taylor Rapp. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. They give to Hall on the draw. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Okay, I got to give some kudos to that defense right there. Sometimes as an offense, you think you can outsmart those guys on the other side. But that defense, they were dialed in for that draw.
Blake Gillikin on to punt. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. First punt win 45 yards. This looks considerably further. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Bills ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Allen finds Kincaid. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Man in motion here. 2nd and 1. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Now we've got a pause. Timeout called on the offensive side of the ball. First down throw for Allen. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be 2nd down. To throw again, it's Allen. He finds Kincaid. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. They've got first down from the 31. This set it down starts with an option right. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it. in addition to slinging it all over the field.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Bills looking for a score just before the break. From the 22 on second down. Gets this to Kincaid. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a first and goal. From the red zone now. Pass complete to Cook. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Second and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Motion man sent left. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Escapes the sack. Ooh, can't avoid that one, and they take him down. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. Third and goal for Allen. He's on the move. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. The Jets take their first time out. Fourth and goal, tie game. They'll go, Allen. And he's going to go down. They get to him on fourth and goal and complete the defensive stand.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. QB still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. Now they'll throw out of the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Wanted to fit that one into Davante Adams. And now they face second down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's got the hook up to Davante Adams. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down. We're at halftime here on Monday night. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to our studios in Orlando. Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. This is the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get you caught up on what's going on around the National Football League. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, where you see the final score there. 22-zip, the final. From there, we take the long trip across the country, about as far as you can go. Check on the Seahawks in Seattle. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting San Francisco 49ers. Ken Walker, a touchdown run in the victory. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Jets and Breece Hall about set to go on offense. And his performance has ailed against what has been a very stout defensive front. This hasn't been a contest to stack up there among his better showings, partner. They've made it real difficult to find any holes to hit, and there's been absolutely no space for him to work with. On the counter, Hall. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This game has evolved so much over the years, but there's just certain times, there's certain moments, some flashes of greatness like that you see Dick Butkus, that you see Jack Lambert, that you see Mike Singletary. These middle linebackers stuffing a run. This guy in particular, like the greats used to do.
So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. First down from the red zone. To the sideline, and Adams snags it. And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
Brings up second and 2.
Throwing now off play action. And he scores. It's a New York touchdown. The Jets take the lead right away in half number 2. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
McManus there to tack on the point after. And the Jets break that tie and now lead by 7. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Has this at the 6. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have second and 3. Pressure coming. It's Allen. Dumps it off to his running back.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. The penalty makes it 3rd and 8 here. Allen setting up to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's good for a Bills first down.
First down, Bills.
They'll run it with Cook. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. Second down now, 7 to go. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Escapes out to the left. He's running with it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for a Bills first down. They're set up at the 35 now. Slot man in motion left. Throwing now on first down. Allen connects with Cook. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Complete to Shakir. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. DJ Reed brings him down that time. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Now Allen. Complete to Coleman. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
I know we see these kickers make kicks from this distance all the time, but it never ceases to be impressive. Everything's on the dot, and it's a big 3 points.
Gibson now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. It's a design boot. Completes this one to Dontavion Wicks. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. 1st down, ball at the 36.
I like crossing routes versus zone coverage. But man, do I love crossing routes versus man-to-man. So hard on those defenders to stick with those receivers all the way across the field. Even for the best athletes at that position, those throws are almost impossible to stop.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. It's Hall on the carry. He'll cobble together a yard there. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing now from the gun. That's incomplete left side. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
9 yards to go.
Now looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
A loss of 9.
Terrific zone coverage. Wallpaper sideline to sideline. QB's got 2 options. Wait for a hole to open or tuck it to run. He chose the former, but the pass rush showed up before any throwing lane did.
Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. Blake Gillikin will kick it away. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Brings it in at the 12. He gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And the Bills will take over possession. They're out and set, 1st and 10. This is Cook on the handoff. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. It's Dotson on the catch. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for a Bills 1st down. Allen looking to throw. Caught by Dotson on the slant. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Now after the play, we have somebody shaken up. That's Jahan Dotson in some distress as they come out to look at him. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. On the ground, 1st run for Ray Davis. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Bills.
Throwing here, Allen. This one's quickly to Shakir. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
First down, ball at the 36. They'll try the right side with Cook. And they bring him down around the 34. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. From the 34. Shakir with the grab. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. This is Cook. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That's the kind of run that shows he's trying to take some stress off the passing game to provide big plays. What a great help to that side of an offense when the ground game can deliver chunk plays too.
On first down, Allen. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Sauce Gardner with the INT. And the Jets are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Has him on the quick hitter. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Some movement there before the snap, right side of the line. This is going to back them up. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's now 3rd down.
Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. The Jets have it with a lead to start the 4th, but the win's not secure quite yet. And the Bills bringing out an extra defensive back. 3rd down coming up. Dropping back to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
He's got it at the 24. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Officially a 55-yard launch. And it'll be their football. The visitors are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. They've got 1st down from the 31. Now it's Cook. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Even on the outer edges of this field, Kate, a cornerback making a stop behind the line, it's impressive. But in the middle 3rd, that takes a special and fearless type of cornerback.
Slot receiver headed left. Working from the gun, it's Allen. On the move, headed right. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Davis takes it straight ahead. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. If you get this game going right at the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
Allen setting up play action. Escapes the pocket. He'll try and run this.
Holding offense.
So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. Throwing from the gun. That one's incomplete over the middle.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. Could not beat the defender there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is scooped up by the Jets. And New York is making a house call. Touchdown! The Jets grow their lead off the turnover. Like a freight train leaving the station after scooping up that fumble. Oh, he got moving on his way to the end zone, Brock. Nice hustle from the big man.
Is there anything more fun than seeing these big old human beings get their chance to get on a scoreboard? You see how it just ignites everybody.
McManus on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jets drive their lead to 11. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored. And with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Kickoff taken at the 3. He stopped on the return at the 27. The visitors headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away. That makes it 2nd down. They send a receiver in motion right. 2nd and 10 now. That's brought in. It's his back, Ray Davis. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 5 DBs out there for the Jets. 3rd down. Back to throw now, Allen. He has the first over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They send him left out of the slot. To the air again, Allen. Flushed out of the pocket. Now here he goes. Following the play, though, one of the Bills still pretty shaken up down there. Trainer's going to get out there to see what's wrong. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
2 yards. First down, Bills.
Oh, looks like the defense got a little too excited there. That's going to be a penalty.
Encroachment defense.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Still first down.
Now talk about a golden opportunity at an immediate first down following that encroachment flag. Allen setting up to throw. Finding Davis. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. So after that completion, we've got a player in some visible discomfort. And here come the trainers to get him some help. Second down now, 7 to go. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Spins out of one stop. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
And he's brought down for a loss.
That offensive line and that O-line coach got to look at those pictures and figure something out. Because you cannot let a defensive tackle defeat your block at the point of attack, or you're going to get a negative run time after time.
Running out of the gun with Davis. And there was really nowhere to go there. Just a small push to the 37. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Now here comes the New York offense. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive with Hall. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Throwing deep for the end zone. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets have likely locked up the win right there. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one right down the middle. And the Jets push their lead to 18. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. This return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. And after they were stopped on 4th down their prior possession, Brock, you got to wonder if they're going to be confident enough to go for it again if they get to that point here. Throwing now on 1st down, Allen. This is complete to Dawson Knox. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Short side option here. He's running left. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Play action now with Allen. Complete out to the right side. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Defenders all over that one. Kept him from getting vertical after the catch.
They kick the running back in motion. 3rd and long, it's Allen. Why not go back to it again if it's... He loses the football! And no turnover, it's going to stay with the offense. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Quarterback's so worried about challenging the DBs in coverage, he didn't keep an eye on the lineman in front of him. He threw it right towards him, and it was easy to get a pop and swat away a potential first down.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. They go right back to Hall. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the Bills' 43-yard line.
Here's Hall once more. And they get him down after a quality pickup to about the 36. 6 yards, the pickup there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Jets moments away from their 4th win of the year. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Hall takes it straight ahead. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. And that's going to bring up a tough decision here for them on 4th down. This is Allen on the give. And they'll make the stop after a small push to the 34. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
You know, it's almost like the defense heard that call in their helmet themselves. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And their reward is getting off the field.
The Bills set to take over offensively. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Allen to throw. Short pass brought in. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first timeout. Running back sent in motion. First down throw for Allen. An alert play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. Back to the air, Allen. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Allen going to throw again. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by DJ Reed. There he goes on the right side. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. Well, they had to try something there on 4th down, but that throw played right into what the defense was anticipating, Brock, and they make it hurt that much worse by taking the turnover back for 6.
Hey, I'm all for these great group celebrations, and, you know, I'm not Captain No Fun, but one of these times I'd like to see that player run that football over to the D coordinator who predicted that play was coming and really made the right call to create that opportunity.
Extra point try is good by McManus. And the Jets grow their lead yet again. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. This return makes it up to the 25. The Bills' offense all set for their next drive. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Back to the air. It's Allen after the pick. He completes it in traffic. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 2nd and 6 coming up here. So Buffalo's going to call it 2nd timeout. Still one more in their pocket to use. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Incomplete as this game comes to a close. So the win goes to the Jets. And they take not just a victory, but some serious year-long bragging rights home with them after this one, as they finish off the sweep of their division rivals. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. It's a well-earned win for the Jets as we say so long from New York.